The Undertaker making his debut in the world's most famous arena. Stoic as ever. There is nobody like we've ever seen quite like The Undertaker. And luckily for Brother Love, he is very lucky to be the manager of The Undertaker and not be on the other side of his wrath. Since debuting only just a couple months ago at Survivor Series, Undertaker has been unstoppable. And right off the bat, Superfly Jimmy Snuka looking to go after Brother Love. But the problem is, look who's in front. The Undertaker is right there to meet Superfly. Just staring ice cold into the soul of Jimmy Snuka. Brother Love telling The Undertaker to bury him, to put another man 6 feet under. Will it be Jimmy Snuka's turn to rest in peace at the hands of the Phenom? Brother Love has got quite a lot of words to say here tonight, being very vocal. I'll tell you what, Brother Love certainly adds the intensity with his vocals to match the intensity of Undertaker inside the ring, because he is so focused on destroying his opponents. It is super intense on how quickly he is able to do such. Jimmy Snuka, who one of the biggest stars in this industry, is just being picked apart by The Undertaker right now. Look at the right by The Undertaker. Things are not looking good for the Superfly. Superfly ducks under. High and went for a crossbody, but Undertaker caught him in midair. Oh, but nobody home. Superfly able to get out of the way. Oh, and again goes after Undertaker. Once more, Undertaker goes to the outside onto the ring. It's outside onto the floor, should I say. And again, it's Brother Love almost like barking orders at Undertaker, like he's feeding him lines. Undertaker always looks like a man possessed. Tie up, collar and elbow. Breaks free. But there was no budging whatsoever by Undertaker. It's like running into a brick wall. Snuka trying to hype himself up to go once more. Nope. Nice try. And a clothesline from The Undertaker lays out Superfly Jimmy Snuka. This is not looking good for Superfly. What a shot to Superfly. And Undertaker driving all of his weight onto the throat of Superfly into the ropes. An absolute brutal turn of events here in this matchup. Undertaker, from the moment we saw him, we knew he was going to be something special. Here we are 2 months later, and his dominance continues to grow day by day. Opponent after opponent. Even with Superfly being one of the biggest stars in this industry. I mean, for decades, Superfly was a top guy. And he's trying to keep up. I will say, I got to give credit where credit is due. Considering the experience of Superfly Jimmy Snuka, he is holding his own for a little bit longer than most have. So I'll give you that. And Superfly able to kick out. And Undertaker right on this chin lock. Oh, driving the throat. That's illegal. And referee Earl Hebner starting his count. Last thing you want is to get ahead of yourself and get yourself disqualified. And again, showing no mercy to Superfly Jimmy Snuka, driving him into the mat. I could only imagine what the World Wrestling Federation would be like if The Undertaker had the championship. If it became The Undertaker's yard, I could only imagine that every superstar on the roster would be at his mercy. And a boot to the midsection. Shot to The Undertaker. And again, Jimmy up at the top middle rope, actually. And a shot to Undertaker. Only infuriating the dead man. There's just nothing much from these shots from Superfly. They're being eaten by The Undertaker like it's dinner. Oh, but down goes The Undertaker that time. Oh my God. Look at the way The Undertaker just sat up, though. Superfly trying to get a cover. But a high release on that high release on that kick out, should I say, by The Undertaker. Nice headbutt by Snuka. Thunderous chop. Undertaker counters. Up and over. Cross body. Undertaker counters. And it could be time for Superfly to rest in peace. And that is victory for The Undertaker. Once again, The Undertaker finds himself in the victor's position. I don't see anybody anytime soon stopping the wrath of The Undertaker.